Hello, everybody. This is Andy, and we're back for more Minecraft Feed the Beast, and it is raining walnuts. I had no idea it would create this many walnuts. Like, I cut down like 8 cherry trees and got, like 6 stacks of cherries. I might beat that with just this one walnut tree. I've already got 3 stacks and working on the 4th. This is nuts. I mean, look at how many more there are. Like, every one of these leaves produces like 4 walnuts. This is crazy. Like, I will be picking up walnuts for the rest of my life. Like, look at all these. Like, I'll never get all of these. Just no way. I think I'll run out of inventory space here. Yeah, so what we're going to be working on today, I think I might chop down all my trees over here and just kind of figure out, kind of start over from scratch with these, because I've been neglecting it for a while, and I know I'm going to get, when I cut those down, I'm going to get so many saplings of different types. And I've got a few. Ooh, I've got a sweet chestnut sapling. I don't know what the heck that does. Ooh, I've got my tree laser on me, though. Let's see. Do I have any honey drops in it? No, I do not. Yeah, these have basically been falling the entire day. This is nuts. Yep, there's more down here. There's more over here. There's more over here. What else? Any over here? No, we're still not done, though. We still got more. And I did get enough just regular old chestnut saplings to make at least 2 more of these trees. This is just totally insane. Just how many walnuts. I mean, I've got 5 stacks, 5.5 stacks, essentially. This is just so crazy. I did not have any idea that they would produce that much. I thought, for sure, a couple stacks, no problem, but I didn't expect each one of these to produce, basically 2 or 3 per set of leaves. More. It's dangerous to look at this while it's going. Creepers be creeping. Oh, there's another sapling. I definitely want to get that. Don't want to miss out on any saplings. That's another just common walnut. I've also got this random one that's a hybrid of some kind, but I don't know of what. Because there's no real trees that close to this. I mean, there's some cherry over there. I don't know what the tech tree for the trees is, but just go ahead and get the rest of these down. Just don't have to spend the rest of the day sitting here watching these fall. I should have done it, the whole thing on camera, because it really was intense, those first few minutes. But yeah, every single one of those leaves produced at least 1 walnut. Most of them, several. Yeah, so now that this guy's been running for about 20 minutes, and not a lot of stuff, but enough stuff to make me think it's kind of nuts. I'm a little sad that I didn't pull this guy down sooner, because I had this amazing tree that produced cherries off of lime saplings, which I just thought just tickled me pink. I loved it. So I need to check on that guy as well pretty soon. Yeah, do I have any honeycomb on me? No. Let me see. Have I got any... Alright, let's just kind of grab that. I'm just going to turn that off for a second here so that I can actually pull some honey drops for myself. And check out these trees. Okay, so what have I got here? Sweet chestnut sapling. Is it pure? It is. Very large height, and it creates chestnuts. The girth is 2x2, so I need 4 of these to make this work. I can't even grow it right now. And then this is a common walnut red spruce hybrid. This says it's 1 by 1 on the inactive, so I'm curious if that will grow just by itself. Let me go ahead and sleep, get it back to daytime, and then we'll try that out. I'm not going to be as precious about saplings this time as I'm going through here, because I don't want to mess around with... I don't want to waste a bunch of time and a bunch of space kind of dealing with all these saplings. These should be pure, perfect, pure common walnut saplings. I should set these up the same way I've got them set up in the other thing, where I have the real, the real ones kind of set, the pure ones set over to the side here like that. Yeah, those aren't pure. Those aren't purebreds. We'll deal with the rest of these here in a little bit. I feel like... Yep, there's a guy right there. Yep, he's coming to visit. I've had really bad luck with creepers in and around here. I think there might be enough lag that he just wants... he doesn't recognize me as being moved away until he's already kind of done his thing. So I'm going to try to plant that guy right there and see, since he's got... Can he grow since he's got the inactive thing? No, he can't. Actually, missed a chestnut, or a walnut. How about that? So we'll grab him. I guess... Yeah, I'm just going to take all these guys down. Oh, there's another one. All right, let me take care of that guy. So I think this might be a tree episode, the organizational structure. Oh, way too close that time. There we go. All right, I think we got rid of all the major ones. Yeah, I definitely want to yank all these guys because I kind of just need to start over with a lot of these. So I'm just going to yank all of these and just see what comes out. Because basically, these guys just been sitting here way too long. You don't get any extra for sitting around, not doing anything for hours on end. And then we'll come back here in a second and drop some new stuff down. I might put a walnut over here and some other stuff around it. I know there's like there's a really easy to read tech tree on the wiki, where it's like, here's how you get these particular trees. I've kind of looked at that here and there for different purposes. I'll leave that guy there for now. Okay. So those guys will be dropping off lots of these little guys, and I don't know exactly what all I can expect, but I need to drop off some of this stuff, because I got a lot of logs here. I don't really know what to do with them right now. I don't really have a good place for them, so I'm just going to drop them in here, because that's a very big chest, lots of room in there. I'm going to put these guys in here, and that's the common walnut red spruce hybrid. I'm going to have to clear this out at some point. This guy's super important later. I don't know exactly what combination made that, but I definitely want more just like that. So, let's see. Yeah, I want as many of those honey drops as I can get, because I want to be able to really analyze these. Let me put a couple things away here. So the idea... I'm sorry, I totally forgot to, describe what was happening. Again, look at how quick that ran out of wood. Man, this thing just is like a lightning bolt. Yeah. So the idea behind the tree breeding is you put a tree next to a... Oh, good. A pure silver birch. That's a hybrid. Basically, right now, if it's a hybrid, unless it is something really cool, like a cherry tree or a walnut tree that produces cherries or something, it's just getting thrown away. What I need to do, in fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to make a trash can. So if you've never thought about how to make a trash can in Minecraft, it's actually fairly simple once you think about it a little bit. So I need the void pipe. I know I have extra around here somewhere. I don't know where they went. I built some void pipe. There they are. Alright. Is that wooden? Yeah, that's wooden. Give me one of those. And I need a chest. Well, now I have lots of wood, so... Okay. So I'm going to put a trash can over here, and the way it's going to work is whatever I put in there, it's just going to, if it senses items in the inventory, it's just going to drop them into the void pipe. And that's all it's going to do. I'll just put it right out here. Ah. I hate these flowers, too. You guys are definitely going. I don't need the flaxseed right now. I can definitely use you. Anyways, what I'll have it do here is I'll just have it drop stuff like right there, and then just right into the void pipe. Alright, then I just need a gate. I don't have one on me, do I? Nope. Is there one in here? Nope. I didn't see one immediately, so... you know, it's nice having all these bees doing everything for me in a lot of ways, but at the same time, it's really annoying to sort of have all this stuff in the way that I'm just so sick of carrying around. So we're going to have to be careful because we don't want to accidentally throw away something good, but I'm going to go ahead and redstone signal off, just go. And what it'll do is it'll just pump everything in that chest out into the ether. It'll just be gone forever, and that's fine. Yeah. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. Before any of this stuff despawns, let's go ahead and grab this up. Didn't get as many saplings as I thought I would, but they're not going to be... Some of them might have already despawned. I don't think so, though. But yeah, look at this. I got all these different ones. I got a couple mundane larch. I don't want to just sort of randomly kind of think, oh, well, I maybe need this one and maybe that one, or try to come up with interesting combinations or anything weird like that. What I really want to do is I just want to figure this out. So, all right. So, let me get the treealizer going here. What are you? You are a mundane large silver birch hybrid. So, you mature fast, but the silver birch matures fastest, so that might be worthwhile. You are both mundane large silver birch hybrids, but you have some opposite characteristics. That's weird. Silver birch, apple oak. Do you produce apples? No. You're totally useless. You're going in the trash. You just go in the trash. Regular mundane larch sapling, good. Good, that's what I want. What I don't want is mundane larches that are small. Sorry, mundane larches that are small. Even if you mature fast, you're not of interest to me. Hill cherry, I got lots of just regular hill cherries. This only produces... It's got an inactive of apple oak. I don't really know if that's better or worse. Hill cherry mundane larch. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see, but it looks like it probably just produces regular old... It just looks like a hill cherry. Another hill cherry apple oak hybrid. Red spruce, silver birch. Some of these could be interesting because they might... pull in some interesting traits here, but I'm not really I haven't really done enough research to know for sure if any of these are going to be really cool. For instance, oh good, just a regular silver birch. That could be useful. Okay, so like if I look at my regular cherries, I've got all these hill cherries. Let me see what those are. Those are just regular hill cherries. So, but if I have, there's something different about these guys because they appear in a different location. So, what's different about these? Which ones of these should I keep? These are apparently identical in every way. They just won't match up. Yeah, these are exactly the same in every way. I don't know why these won't mix together. Possible mutations, nothing. Yeah, these are... Oh, there it goes. Okay, now they mix together. So I've got 24 of those. That's good. The idea behind... I don't think I finished that thought. Sorry. The idea behind tree breeding is that you plant trees next to active beehives, and you plant different kinds of trees. That's important. And they kind of cross-pollinate. So they'll produce new, different trees, which, very cool. I like the idea. But what you end up with is you end up with a lot of unique tree saplings that don't match up to anything, and it doesn't really help anything. It wastes a lot of time, frankly. All right, you can go ahead and start up again. But yeah, so what I think I'm gonna do... Let's see, I should just dump all of those as well, because I don't need these guys sitting here anymore. I want this to be a little more compact. I did have a bunch of these out because I wanted to see what they would turn into, and also just have a lot of cherries on hand when I needed them. But I don't like having this whole area kind of right in front of my door, like a shadow haven for skeletons and stuff. So, I'm just going to cut these down and sort of see what I get out of it. And these things rain cherries down. Lots of cherries here. But we are going to throw some of these away. So... Yeah, this doesn't seem to do anything. This is a little bit smaller. I don't think it's going to be any good. That one, I don't think it's going to be any good, nor is that one. Not that one either. Yeah, unless it gives me like a height advantage or something, then, or is a purebred like those guys, I'm not super interested at the moment. These guys, actually, I mean, it takes some time for them to kind of run up, but in fact, I don't even know what a silver birch really is good for. I should plant that as soon as I can. Will you match up with those? You will. Good. And I've got my walnuts, and I've got one sweet chestnut sapling, but otherwise, I don't have anything else. Let's go ahead and pull these in. We'll see. I had 5.5 stacks from the walnut tree. Let me see how many cherries I can pull in, especially from this guy whose original job was not to create cherries. His original job was just to, like, chill out and, you know, be a silver lime, which I love the way the wood looks in silver lime. I think it just looks really cool. Am I full? No? You just won't pick up. All right. Yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I still have not had a chance to upgrade this mod pack, and I'm running this off a server right now, which I need to kind of update, and I want to get off the Feed the Beast light pack, but my concern is that the server I'm on will not run the Feed the Beast light pack. So if that happens, or anything higher than the Feed the Beast light, because I'm not, I'm on a remote server right now that I'm paying for, which is fine. I like having this on all the time, but I feel like it's not going to do me any good if I have to kind of run this really slowly to kind of get it to go. So I might have to pull it back down to my desktop and just run it when I have time. So far I have 1, 2, 3 stacks, about 3.5, and a few more raining down. Let's check out some of these. Let's check out some of these guys right here. These are probably just purebred. Yeah, those are just regular ones. Some of these will likely have some nice things here. Common walnut hybrid. Common walnut hybrid. The height is average. So that's like a tall cherry tree. I'm curious about that guy. I'm going to hang on to him. Hill cherry silver birch. That doesn't sound interesting. About this guy. Hill cherry silver line small. This guy I'm very curious about because I'm going to put him in my hotbar so I know that that's a good one. And then what is a silver lime? This is a silver lime red spruce hybrid. That doesn't really interest me either. I'm really unhappy now because I meant to cut this tree down sooner so it wouldn't crossbreed everything and I would get a bunch of silver lime / cherry hybrids, silver limes that would produce cherries, and now I don't have any, and I'm really sad about that actually. Because that was like the coolest mutation ever. Let me look at the treealizer again real quick and see. Will that guy produce cherries? No, he won't. That sucks. Yeah, so this, I don't know if this is an interesting episode to anyone else. I'm fascinated by this stuff. I need to start making some decisions about how to put all this together and what to do with the rest of this stuff. So I'm going to yank these guys down. Maybe I'll get lucky and get another purebred. Because these guys are all, you can see these guys are all, yeah, see this guy, that guy's really tall. And he's got some good material as well. Okay. Okay, my inventory is now full. That looks like a walnut right there, so I want to hang on to that. Let me make sure I get rid of the stuff, the right stuff. So that can go away. Let's see here. Anything that just seems like a regular cherry, I don't really need. That guy can go, that guy can go. I want the one of the average height, and I want the one that is any unknowns right now. And I'll look at those and see if they're any good. And I could go through here with a grafter and kind of yank all these, but I'm kind of in the mood to start all this over, get a new set of breeding stuff in. Oh, that one actually finally grew. Okay, good. Yeah, let me look at my treealizer here real quick. And how many stacks of this do I have? I have 4.5 right now, so yeah. That's just a regular old common walnut sapling. That's good. A mundane larch. Hill cherry. Ooh, a mundane larch that produces cherries. That is cool. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. We're going to hang on to that guy. Those guys are covered. What about this guy? What's this guy's deal? Silver cherry. Yeah, cherry red spruce. Nothing special about that guy. Cherry red spruce. Again, you guys should match. Yeah, sometimes you can like click on them enough times and they'll just kind of work, but hill cherry mundane large that's smaller with cherries, like not really. These guys I'm interested in because they're both average height and they'll both produce cherries, which is what I'm into right now. These guys are not of interest really. So you can go away, you can go away, you and you can go away. I'm going to go ahead and drop off the rest of these guys. Alright, so those guys can go in there. And is this guy still dropping stuff? Dropping foos? Not foos as in foosball, but fools. Ooh, there's another guy. There's a couple more guys. Ooh, these could be the fabled silver limes with cherries. No, that's nothing. That's terrible. That's actually the worst tree I've ever seen. That's just a regular old silver lime. Silver lime, that's fine. I'll keep silver limes. What else did I pick up? I picked up that guy. That's a silver hill cherry mundane larch. That's basically the same as this guy. They just will look different when grown. Again, hill cherry red spruce. I like average height cherries, so that means they're going to be taller. They're going to produce more wood, so I'm down with that. Okay, and then that guy, I mean, look at that. Look at how fast that's... Oh, no, that's from the tree that was next to it. Okay, I thought that was going to be super fast. Those are all fine, the purebred ones, the average height ones. Like, silver lime is sort of generally small, but I don't really want that one. Yeah, I'm just going to... Yeah, I could use the dirt later on. Okay, yeah, so this is probably really boring. Now I'm realizing this, but, especially since I'm not coming up with anything really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down these guys and a couple of mundane larches, and I'll just make a new kind of grove with these. Actually, I don't want mundane larches. I'm going to create the hybrid ones, and I'll put down this silver birch as well. I don't think I have any other just regular silver birches unless there's some of these unknown ones. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to put the walnut like right over here. You have to put the walnut 2 by 2. Oops. Just like that, and that'll grow. In fact, I can probably get it to grow right now. Oops. I want my bone meal. Oops. Huh, that's interesting. It would not, it might not grow in that spot. I don't know. Maybe it needs more space. I'm not sure. But I'm going to wait, because it's getting dark, and I'm really tired of creepers sneaking up on me. But I'll check one more thing over here. How much wood am I getting out of this? Quite a bit, and... Yeah, so I had to change this around a little bit. I realized that my humus was not working. And why is it... You know what? It's because it's spitting it out from there into there, I betcha. It's spitting out from this guy rather than anything else, so we might have to fix that. Either way, I'm not really worried about it too much at the moment. Let me take a nap, and then we'll plant the rest of our trees here, and then I think we'll get out of here for the day. Again, I don't intend to make boring episodes, but I like the tree stuff and the bee stuff and the knee stuff. The knee expansion is really exciting, actually. But I can understand if somebody was like, dude, seriously, why are you just messing around with trees? This is so lame. I can understand that if somebody was going to say that. I don't agree, but maybe I need to give this guy some space. Actually, I'll put the silver birch kind of like over there. And the hill cherry, I'll put that maybe over there. And then we'll... Oops, alright. Give me my walnuts here. Okay. This is my average size cherry, and I want my mundane larch in here as well. Let's put my mundane larch, like, there. That should be plenty of room for these guys. And I don't think I need more cherry stuff, but maybe it'll be interesting. My concern is making sure that this guy grows. There we go. Perfect. All right, so he's grown. That's what I wanted. That guy should grow just fine, I would think. Yeah, he's fine. I ran out of that. So I'll put basically anywhere I can see these big flowers. I have plenty of room for more saplings, so they will be in range of bees. So I'm going to put those down. And then it's pretty much just a waiting game. The idea is you kind of put different trees next to each other, and they will cross-pollinate. And because I've got all of these different types of trees close together, they will pollinate against each other, and we'll see. So I'm going to move this guy because I don't think he's going to grow in that spot. And I want to make sure he does, because I don't know what the difference between a birch and a silver birch is, but I'm curious to find out. So I guess next time we will figure out how to get these guys kind of moving their material into here so that I just have an automatic sort of thing going here, working all that out. So yeah, you can see this this has worked just fine. Yeah, so... And I had to change this guy around. I had to basically say, if the soil's less than 25%, then energy pulse. And he's pulling hummus in from this side. And hummus, I have so much compost, I could make hummus for until the heat death of the universe, essentially. Because hummus, there's a couple ways to make it, but the way I'm making it, I guess it's humus, not hummus, I don't know. You can make it with fertilizer, but that requires apatite, which I really don't have a lot of right now. In fact, I have none. Or you can make it with compost, which is just wheat with dirt, and I had lots of wheat. So, yeah, so this guy should come around and dump that and replace it. Let me see what he does with the sand, where it's leaving from. Okay. All right, so he's sending it out that direction. You should not be doing that, dude. That's okay, because it will go up to there and then exit out the void pipe. So that should be okay, theoretically. He should go into the void pipe. Why aren't you going into the void pipe, dude? Oh, because I never set it to go out the void pipe. That's why. Because I didn't have any sand on me when I built this. All right, so which direction is that? That's blue. So in the blue direction, send sand. All right. Sand is of use to me. I can use it to make glass, and that's of use, but I don't want as much of it as this is going to create. I just don't want it. So yeah. I might go ahead, actually, and make... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little sad all these bees are just getting thrown out into the ether. They just don't have a choice, really. There's really just nothing for them to do. But yeah, so that will just run and run and run, and these alvearies produce so much more stuff than other ones. But until I get the extra bees pack in, I'm pretty much at the limit of what I can accomplish with this stuff. So, yeah. I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching, and keep an eye out on the channel here. I've got some new stuff happening. I've got a Star Trek Online series that I'm doing, if you like Star Trek. That's been pretty fun, and I've been doing some more live streams, so if you like watching people play video games live and failing miserably, I am your guy. So if you don't, you want to check me out, twitch.tv/Mangler103. And otherwise, that's it for today, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.